back out to a certain person in Bellewstown, and just after thinking there, the idea of what you're after doing, do you understand that your son, I'm with your son 5 year coming in August, but it's finished now anyway, and let all the bad luck go with the whole lot. But I was with your son nearly 5 year coming in August. And if you thought that little of me from the very first go, you should have run in me and not allow me near your son if I'm supposed to be this and that. But listen, I didn't say nothing about your husband. What I said it about your dirty, rotten, poxy son who is living here in my home and going out my door and going with prostitutes, what I call them, because they're not right clean women. Maybe ye class them as clean women, but I wouldn't class them as clean women. And coming home here again and sleeping in my bed. And I shouldn't be vexed about this. More or less that I shouldn't be vexed or upset about this, is it? That's the way that you're putting this off now. Because you basically got up on the internet there this evening and you're after defending what your son has done. That your son is suicidal. Why wasn't he suicidal when he was going with the prostitute and coming home here to my house? Why wasn't he suicidal then, Mag? Can you answer that? No, but all about your husband. I'm not on about your husband. I'm on about your poxy, rotten son. No, the pox that's living, he's prick. Do you know that? And now you're trying to turn it on me. Are you for real? And then your daughter got up today on Facebook and told Tommy to hold your head up high. What was he holding his head up high about? That he was having an affair while he was with me. So you're actually saying what Tommy done is okay with you. What Tommy going out having affairs, that's okay, so by your standards. That's fine by you. That you agree with what he's doing, because you'd have to have, when your daughter got up on Facebook today and said to Tommy to hold your head up high. Are you for real? If any of my brothers done that to their women, I tell my brothers, hang your head in shame. What are you after doing? And you getting up defending your son. Are you for real, are you? What's wrong with you? Are you gone mental? Because you couldn't be the full whack after that. And another thing, you're on about clothes that was burdened here at the rags. Well, wait till I tell you. See them rags was dragged from Ballymahon. They're actually dragged from Longford to Bellewstown. From Bellewstown out to France or Germany. And from Germany and France back to Ballymahon again. And another thing, you said, why did I not leave your son out in Germany? He was out in it. Your son, for Linda, me and him was separated. Do you know, all me own neighbours around the road had them haunted. Ringing their phones night, noon and morning, texting him, what's Annamay doing? Where is Annamay? Who's in Annamay's house? Who's painting Annamay? Who's painting the house? Who's doing work in the house? This is what your son is. Who's in the house now with Annamay? Can someone please get in contact with Annamay and tell her please answer the phone to me? I didn't make your son come home out of Germany. Your son came home out of Germany himself. I didn't go up and put a chain or a rope around his neck and drag him home out of Germany. He came home out of himself to work out his home. But his home now is finished anyways over what he done. And the very first day, what happened with me and Tommy should have been left with me and Tommy. No other people should have get involved in that. But the whole country, the whole family didn't have to get involved. But still, that wasn't a thing for me to turn around and say that our relationship was over. Me and Tommy was together for 4 years. And for them 4 years, we hadn't separated once. I think we separated once, going back a couple of years ago for 2 or 3 days, and we're back together. But for me to turn around and say that I was finishing my relationship after 4 years with Tommy, nothing that big happened, but it happened now. It happened now. See, now what Tommy done is finished, because I wouldn't lower myself to live with Tommy after what he's after doing. That's finished now. But you had the cheek. You should have ignored me today. What kind of a form do you think that I was in today after finding out what Tommy's after doing to me? What kind of a form did you think that I was in? Any right woman, any right mother or mother-in-law wouldn't do what you done today. Go up and defending him. Are you serious? You're a holy show, to tell you the truth. You're a holy divine disgrace. Because any right woman wouldn't do what you done today. Or any right natural normal person is watching this here who can see this will know that you're a very wrong woman. What you are after getting up on that internet and doing. Because I would never, my mother wouldn't do that. And I know an awful lot of women your age and they wouldn't do that. And also, your daughter was very wrong for getting up, because I have four brothers I have, and the three of them that's in proper relationships. I would not do that to their women. I tell my brothers to hang your head in shame. What are you after doing? You're a holy show. And I'd ring up their wife or their woman and I would say to them, are you okay? I didn't know this was going on. I know you mightn't want to talk to me, but if there's anything that you want me to do, I'll do it for you. I'm here for you. You didn't have the decency to do that, only getting up, defending him. I don't want to hear no more about you. Just don't even get back to me, please. I don't want nothing got to do with you. Now just leave me alone, please. Your son done enough to me. Now just leave me alone. Don't even get back to me with your laughing faces. You're laughing. You're only making a laugh of your own selves. Now please just leave me alone. Just drop me off, please. I'm begging you so hard. Do not get back to me.